Hi and welcome back perhaps to this breakdown of sun salutations. So today we're going to cover Surya Namaskar B. If you haven't already had a look at A, I would suggest going and finding that in my library just to cover the basics really of sun salutations before moving into what you'll notice today as two different sides in order to complete a cycle. So we'll start off moving through the sequence once, covering technique, alignment, just thinking about where all your body parts need to be. And then we'll move through it a second time, focusing purely on the breath, which will allow us to move with a little bit more ease, hopefully, and just kind of relax into the poses, get into that flow state and enjoy the movement a little bit more. Very similar objectives in all the sequences of sun salutations to generate a little bit of heat, focus the mind, and kind of encourage you into that flow state through repetition. So if you are ready to go, take a big step towards the top of your mat and you want to align your feet underneath your hips. So just checking that now. Engaging through all four corners of the feet. And you want to start to lift from the bottom up. So drawing quadriceps up, lift the knees, engaging through the glutes, slight tuck of pelvis, lift up and out through the spine, shoulders roll back and down. We'll come into our relaxed mountain pose, ready to draw down into our first asana, chair pose. So on an inhale, draw your hips down, arms sweep up overhead. So you want to try and open your chest here as much as possible. If you find that you're starting to arch the lower back, simply come up slightly, so not as much of a soft bend in the knees, allowing you to then tuck the pelvis, creating one long line from sacrum to the tips of the fingers. Nice. From here, you'll take it down into a deep forward fold. So bringing hands either to blocks or to either side of the feet and relax the neck. Send sit bones up towards the ceiling, thinking about pressing belly towards the thighs. On an inhale, you'll come up the shins with the hands, finding that nice flat back, long spine. You can bring hands above the knees here if you need, or adjust using your blocks, you decide. From here, we'll take an exhale. Hands come down to either side of the feet. Step it back into your plank. Nice and strong. Push away from the mat, so you're engaging through the armpits. Push out through the backs of the heels, so one nice long line of energy. Core is tight. From here, you'll bring it down into that half press-up shape, so your chaturanga dandasana. Stopping at the point where your elbows are in line with your shoulders. Flip the feet, push into the hands and the feet simultaneously. Lift up and out, open the chest. Upward facing dog. Exhale, send the hips up, lead with the hips. Roll over the tops of the toes, coming into your downward facing dog. So bending the knees here as much as you need. Again, just think about pushing belly towards the thighs. Open the chest, open the shoulders, breathe. From here, you're going to bring your right foot forward and step it through between your hands. So pushing and sending your energy to the top of the mat. As you come up, you'll roll that back foot out slightly, 45-degree angle. Inhale, push both hips forward and send the hands up to the ceiling. So this is your warrior one. See if you can sink the hips nice and low, trying to get the thigh parallel to the mat. Don't worry if you're not there. Exhale, bring both hands down, frame off the foot, and then just rotate that heel so you're facing forward, kind of in a runner's lunge position here. Ready to take the weight back into your hands, send that right leg back. We're back to our plank. So this is where we start to move into the other side to close off the cycle. Exhale, bring it down, keeping those elbows tucked in towards the body. You're grazing the rib cage. Flip the feet. Push into hands and feet. Open the chest. Exhale, take it back. Downward facing dog. Nice. Remember that bend in the knees if you need it. Left knee pulls in towards the chest in order to place the foot between the hands. Nice. Roll that back foot. You're pushing out through the outer edge of that back foot. Really try and feel that. Then lift up, open out the chest. Imagine growing a centimeter taller here. Exhale, bring both hands down. Frame off that front foot again. Push into the hands, step it back nice and strong in your plank. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice. Now from here, you can either hop or step to the top of the mat to finish off. So we're bringing the feet back under the hips. From here, we send it up into our inhale, finding our flat back, nice long spine. Exhale into your deep forward fold. Draw the belly towards the thighs, relax the neck. Bend your knees here as much as you need. It can look like this. Don't worry too much about what it looks like, but more what it feels like. Feel that connection between belly and thighs. Relax the neck. Allow yourself a bit of release. And then from here, we'll sweep back up into our chair pose, where we began. Nice long reach, long spine. Keep squeezing that imaginary block between your knees. And then exhale, hands can come through heart center if you want to. Releasing back down to your mountain pose in order to then go again. So there you go. We've moved through this sequence once, focusing on alignment and just where all your body parts need to be. You will eventually find what feels good and how to modify for your body. For example, Warrior One, I still find very difficult, this position, in that you're simultaneously trying to sink the hips low, so you're getting deep into the hip, but whilst you're pushing into that outer edge of the back foot, which is at what ideally should be a 45-degree angle, it really gets into that inner groin, the hamstrings even, the knee, and sometimes that really doesn't feel good. And I will often modify and just come onto the ball of the foot, knee facing forward, everything aligned, so that I'm finding my high lunge instead. And that's just what my body prefers. Not that I won't kind of switch it up and try to get deeper into my Warrior One, but I think the lesson is just do what works for you. So with that, we're going to move into our second round of Surya Namaskar B, focusing purely on the breath. So this is where we allow ourselves to come deeper into the poses, move with your own energy, and allow that circulation of energy, of the blood, and not kind of holding the breath so that we're seizing up. Just try and enjoy this round. Take a step towards the top of your mat, and we will go for round two. So making sure those feet are aligned under the hips, engaging from bottom to top of the body, roll the shoulders back and down, and prepare to inhale as you draw the hips low. Inhale, finding your chair pose. Open the rib cage. Exhale, sink down. Deep forward fold. So you'll start to notice a pattern between movement of inhale and exhale. Inhale as you draw up. Find that nice flat back. Exhale as you lower down and step it back. Inhale as you draw the weight forward. Exhale as you lower to your Chaturanga Dandasana. Exhale. Flip the feet. Inhale to open the chest. Exhale to come to your downward dog. Nice. Allowing those knees to bend if you need. Try and create that imaginary connection between belly and thighs. Nice. Elongate the spine. Right knee draws in towards chest in order to bring it through. Step that foot through. Rotate back foot. Inhale. Open. Exhale. Frame the foot. Step it back. Inhale. Shift the weight. Exhale, lower. Flip the feet, inhale, upward facing dog, or whichever chest opener you prefer. Exhale, send the hips up. Preparing to go on the other side. Left knee draws in towards the chest, step it through. Rotate that back foot 45 degrees. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, shift weight forward. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, push back. Nice. And then step it forward. We'll inhale to our halfway lift. Find that length through the spine. Exhale, lower. Sink belly to thighs. And then sweep up, inhale. Into your chair pose. Imagine squeezing that imaginary block. Exhale, hands come through heart center. And release. Grow taller still. And if you want to go again, go again. Maybe do 3, 4 of those. See how your body feels, how it starts to open up. Once you get into that 4th, 5th repetition, it's great for getting your cardiovascular system going, but also just preparing muscles for those deeper stretches. So there you go, Surya Namaskar B. Any questions, please send me a message, put them in the comments, and I'll see you next time for Surya Namaskar C.